Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lishandre. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you really like it, please give it a thumbs up. I welcome thumbs up. Also, if you like my work and want to see more of it, follow me on Instagram at Lishandre. So I have started drawing out the basic hand and just drawing my fingers basically. As you can see, it's a little discombobulated. It doesn't look that good. So I'm gonna kind of readjust that a little bit. Okay, let's fix that. Yeah, bring it down a little bit. You can see I'm kind of looking at my hand, trying to get it right. I should have a picture to have a reference, but sometimes you don't find pictures like how you exactly want it. And yeah, that was my dilemma. Okay, and then you can kind of see that I went ahead and fixed my fingers up a little bit, but I kind of I think I like them a little mangled up, and so I think I'm gonna kind of leave it like that actually. If anyone's familiar with the story of Jesus and his crucifixion, basically you know that he went through a lot of torment and torture and beatings for our lives to be saved. And I feel like there's no, I feel like to leave his hands mangled looking, that might kind of create that emotion or that effect or that feeling of discomfort. Because a lot of times as artists, we wanna make our audience feel some type of way, like when they're looking at our work, like they should feel happy, they should feel at peace, or they should feel uncomfortable or at an unease. So you can see that I went ahead and started adding my darker values, and then as I get done with the darker values, I went ahead and start adding lighter values than that. It might not be the lightest value, but it's like only a little lighter than the darkest value. And then once I have like that kind of mid-tone, I usually kind of go and add a lighter color, or sometimes I might wait. It really just kind of depends on how thick I put the paint on, or how much I want the color on top of the mid-tone color or light color to blend in with that color. So you can see I have a darker shade, and I'm gonna go around my fingers to kind of create this shadow color, because when things are overlapping, it kind of creates a shadow. And so you can kind of see how I add like these darker values to kind of create the values. That way it gives it contrast, and that way it pops out, and it's not like on the same, like it's not flat basically. Now I'm just gonna smooth my colors out a little bit before you can kind of see where each color tone I have added on here, where they stop and when they begin. But you don't particularly see when colors stop and begin. Like they just kind of gradually change. And so I'm gonna try to smooth it out, but not all of it, because I actually like seeing different kind of brush strokes. I think it makes the painting look more interesting and more I guess it's kind of humanized. It's not perfected, if that makes sense. As you can see here, I turn my painting around, so I can kind of I feel like it makes sense in my head. Turn it around because it makes it easier to paint. That way I can get like a smoother, I guess, gradation from dark to the red. I feel like I really wanted to kind of incorporate black as the sand, and then the blood kind of like covering up our sand. because it's there to save us. It's supposed to be powerful, and it's supposed to, overcome all these things. And so that is why it is more dominant, more prominent than um, the black. Now that I have pretty much most of it kind of, I want to go back in and do a few of the little details, like the fingernails or like the lines that you'll see on the palm of the hand. You'll see those things. I won't get super detailed because um, I'm not. I I I wouldn't say that I'm very detail oriented. That's just not me. So you can see how I go in and kind of do these dark lines. And now you can see where I am like blocking in my fingernails. And I did my fingernails, but I didn't do it right at the beginning because it's really hard to paint like around things as opposed to painting on top. It's really easier to paint from back forward, if that makes sense. Because that way you don't have to worry about painting around something. But sometimes you paint around edges, you get these white edges that you like, oh my gosh, it's just gonna go away, or you pass it and you mess up the line, something like that. And so it's just a lot easier to do it that way. But I block in with a lighter color, and then I go around that with a darker color, just so because you kind of see a shadow around your fingernails, and then a little bit of a highlight around them as well. So. And then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add like a little bit of a highlight just to make it look like it's kind of like I guess round it out a little bit, or like you can kind of see a bit of a fold in your hand because our hands aren't like flat. You kind of see like this lighter line, I guess, above or around those darker lines on our palm of our hands. So I am going to go ahead and blend the bottom portion of the hand. And that pretty much wraps this video up. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, check out my other social media. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an awesome day.